welcome to video classes by Konnur Institute. Today we will be discussing ordinal utility analysis. In the last class we had discussed cardinal utility analysis, right? So today we will be discussing the second approach wherein we can be able to analyze the consumer behavior. So in the last class we have discussed cardinal utility analysis wherein that approach was actually proposed by Alfred Marshall. Okay, so he actually started to quantify the consumer behavior, the satisfaction, the level of satisfaction, the utility was being expressed in terms of numbers. In our daily life, do we do that? Do we express our satisfaction in the terms of numbers, or in the have we ever expressed in the terms of numbers? No, right? It's quite impossible, and it even sounds a little crazy, right? So that's the reason wherein another economist called Hicks, he has propounded another analysis wherein to understand better the consumer behavior. So that's nothing but the ordinal utility analysis. So here in this analysis, what Hicks has done, instead of he actually criticizes the Alfred Marshall's analysis of consumer behavior. He criticizes, saying that the level of satisfaction cannot be quantified in terms of numbers. Can we say that I am satisfied with my cell phone 100 units? Can I say that? No, right? So here quantifying in numbers is not that perfect, what we can say here. So that's the reason another economist, Hicks, has started another analysis which is called as the ordinal utility analysis. Here what he has, what the analysis is telling here is, we can instead quantifying the level of satisfaction, what we can do is we can prioritize, we can give the ranks on the basis of the level of importance, how we are going to satisfy that. So that's basically the ordinal utility analysis. So here he is trying to rank our unlimited wants. So we are prioritizing which we are in need of in the first place and which is in the least place. So here comes with the help of the indifference curve. Okay. This indifference curve is that curve wherein we can easily understand the behavior of the consumer. Okay, there are so many assumptions. Yes, before we study, we will just look at those assumptions before understanding what is this indifference curve. Hicks, with the observation of the consumer behavior, there are certain assumptions. Here, first assumption is that we confine or we define that the budget of a consumer is constant. Okay, we are not talking about because of the situation, market situation, the income level or the budget might be varying, right? So here, to understand this theory better, what we are doing is we have those assumption wherein we are limiting ourselves with understanding that consumer's budget is constant. And next, here in our daily life, it's like we use most of the goods and services, right? But here, for the better understanding, again we have one more assumption wherein we are just considering two goods. That's it, two commodities, what we can say. So that's another assumption. And wherever we say it goods, it always means goods and services. So that's the another assumption. We'll understand what is this indifference curve. Indifference curve is that curve which is being pointed on this graph, okay, wherein the locus, okay, the locus is that point wherein a combination of two goods is made. That's the point wherein we define these locus points and we form a curve that shows us the indifference curve of the level of satisfaction of the consumer behavior. We'll understand it better as we study in this video the more concepts. Okay, here is an example to understand the indifference curve better. Okay, I have taken one example wherein there are two commodities. One is the pizza and second is the coffee. Okay, so these are number of pizzas, or also we can say units. Okay, and these are the number of cup of coffees, what we can say. And if we plot these all the points, okay, see, this is the combination. This is A combination, this is B combination, and this is C, and this is D combination. Okay, this is, we have already discussed, right, the bundle, the combination of bundle. What is that called as? Wherein the X1 commodity and X2 commodity, when we are combining these two goods, two different kind of goods, we say it as a bundle, right? So this makes one bundle. One pizza and 15 cup of coffees makes one bundle. Okay, so we have these four different bundles, wherein there here in the C bundle we can see there are 3 pizzas and there are only 10 cup of coffees. So these tells us the combination of bundles. Okay, let's just plot all these points in the graph. I have already marked. Okay. See, we have first in A, we will call it as A, B and C for your better understanding and easy visibility. Here you can see combination of pizza and the coffees, right? So what indifference curve is telling here for us? It's just informing here the indifferences between how we can adjust these goods in the bundle. Okay, see, even if this level of point is also able to satisfy my want fully, so this tells us that I am able to satisfy fully. And here also this combination is also giving me full satisfaction. That's what we are talking here. Okay, so indifference curve is actually giving us the total level of satisfaction even if we make certain changes in the bundle. See here, I have one pizza and here I have 15 cup of coffee, and this is also what I am able to get the full level of satisfaction. And here I have 2 pizzas and wherein I have 12 cup of coffees. Even this combination is also giving me full level of satisfaction. Next, here I have 10 cup of coffees and 3 pizzas. Even this combination is also giving me full satisfaction. So if we join all these locuses, these points are called as the locuses, where in combination of 2 commodities are plotted on the graph. So when we are connecting these all the locuses, here forms the curve, right? This is a curve which you can see here, right? This curve is called as the indifference curve. Why we are calling it as indifference? Because even if you make any alteration or changes in the combination of the bundle, there is the same amount of satisfaction which I am able to get. Okay, that's the meaning of indifference curve. There is no difference of satisfaction which I am getting. So that is why we are calling it as indifference. Okay, so here the level of satisfaction for me was same, right? And the level of satisfaction from this point is also same, but the only change is that the composition of 2 commodities. Okay, I hope you have understood this indifference curve. Second is that when we are talking about this indifference curve, we tend to see here the marginal rate of substitution. What is this marginal rate of substitution? We have to sacrifice one or the other thing to gain another product, right? So that's the reason the MRS, we even call it as MRS, which is marginal rate of substitution. What we are substituting here? See, here I had 1 pizza and I had 15 cup of coffees. Okay, to get second pizza, what I am doing? I am sacrificing my 3 cup of coffees. Okay, so there is no substitution here, so there is no marginal rate of substitution. But when you come to this B locus, you can see that I have substituted 3 coffees to get one more pizza, right? So that's the marginal rate of substitution. In this case, you can see that from here to here you have substituted 2 coffees to get one more pizza, right? And here you have seen you have sacrificed 1 cup of coffee to get one more pizza. So it is 1:1. So that's the marginal rate of substitution. I hope marginal rate of substitution is also clear for you. And now let's understand what are the features of indifference curve. Okay. See, first indifference curve, it always in a downward slope from left to right. Okay. You can see that it is going like this, right? It can go even till the x-axis also. So it is in the downward slope from left to right. And second feature is that this point is called as origin. Okay. This point is called as origin. So this curve will be always convex to the origin. We are talking to the origin. So always indifference curve will be convex to the origin. That's the second feature. And the third feature is that as you go to the higher, as this curve goes to the higher, what happens? For example, I have 25 cup of coffees and 2 pizzas. Next I have 20 cup of coffees and I have 3 pizza. I have 15 cup of coffees and 4 pizza. Here also even this combination, okay, even this curve, even this is also an indifference curve wherein I have made the alter in the combination. Yes, here what is the combination? I have 25 cup of coffees and I have 2 pizzas, right? So even this is another set of combination of bundle. So when you have another set of combination, what here we are getting? Here we are getting the another indifference curve. So when this indifference curve is also able to fit into your budget, and also this kind of combination is also able to fit in your budget, which combination of bundle are you going to choose? Are you going to choose this or this? Obviously this, right? We will choose this. Why? Because we are able to get more than what we were used to get before, right? So higher the indifference curve, the greater level of satisfaction we get. So that's the another feature wherein we get. See, higher indifference curve gives us the greater or the higher level of utility. When we are able to get more and more products and more combination of bundles in our set budget, then we obviously choose that combination, right? So that's the reason higher level of indifference curve gives us the greater level of utility. That's the third feature. And the another feature is that we will never able to see that the two curves will ever intersect. For example, here I have 15 cup of coffees for 1 pizzas, right? So this combination, and with this, is it like, can this go and intersect like this, wherein 10 cup of coffees for 2 pizzas, or again the 11 cup of coffees for 3 pizzas? No, this curve will never intersect between 2 curves. Always we will find curves individually on this graph. So that's the last feature of the indifference curve. And there is one more situation wherein we will be able to find the perfect substitution. Okay, we can say it's not a curve. Okay, for example, in your textbook they have given notes the 2 commodities as the rupee note and the rupee coin. Okay, if you have a textbook, you can open and check. Okay, But here what I will do is, I will consider this pizza and the coffee example as it is. I am able to consume 2 pizzas constant, okay, I have kept it constant, and in this coffee, what I am doing is, I am able to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, or what we can say here is, we can just take 10 mangoes and oranges, okay. This is mangoes and this is oranges, okay. If we have 10 mangoes for 1 orange, so 10 mangoes for 1 orange, again we have 10 mangoes for 2 orange, we have 10 mangoes again for 3rd orange, and we have again 10 mangoes for the 4th orange. So you can see that here this is constant and this is what? Differing, okay. Here also you can see one curve, here one curve, here another curve, and here another curve, right? So when this set of combination of bundles we are able to fit in our budget, which one of you will go for what combination? Okay, here you are getting 10 mangoes for 1 orange, even this is also sitting into your budget, it is also fitting into your budget, whereas 10 mangoes and 4 oranges are also fitting in your budget. So which combination are you going to choose? Are you going to choose 10 for 1 or 10 for 4? Obviously we go for this, right? Because when we are getting more in our budget, we always tend to get more, right? So this gives us the higher level of satisfaction, okay. And we have one more called as the perfect substitution, wherein what is this perfect substitution? Perfect substitution is, we are substituting one commodity for one sacrificed commodity, okay. For example, mango juice and the oranges juice, okay. If I am fully satisfied with the 2 cup of juices of mangoes and 2 cup of juice of the orange, this gives me the complete satisfaction. And if you make any alteration in this bundle also, that gives me the perfect satisfaction, okay. So here 1 glass of juice and 4 glass of juice, 2 okay, you can just make a difference here, right? For one glass of mango juice, I am able to get 4 glass of orange juice, right? So here MRS, to get here the another, what you are doing? You are sacrificing 1 to get 1, right? To get 1 more glass of mango juice, what you are sacrificing here? What is the substitution you are giving up? Here you are giving up the 1 glass of orange juice, right? So here also to gain 1, you are just sacrificing 1. Here also the same situation, right? So in this situation, what we will be able to get is the curve in this indifference curve will be straight, okay. We will not see like this. This will not be there. We can get a linear straight line, okay. Only when we are substituting one commodity for the same amount of the another commodity. That's what called as the perfect substitution. I hope I have cleared all the points of the ordinal utility analysis and its feature, and in the next class we will be seeing more on the budget line and the consumer budget. See you in the next class.